You're shaking hands with someone important, a new boss, a potential client, a partner's parent. In that exact moment, you are performing a dozen social calculations. Am I smiling right? What do I say next? Do I seem confident? And in the frantic, polite scramble of your own prefrontal cortex, their name simply vanishes. It's not just awkward. It feels like a personal failure, a sign you don't care, or that your memory is broken. This instant of social shame is so common, we've all learned to laugh it off. But that laugh often covers a real anxiety. The fear that this glitch says something fundamental about you. What if it doesn't? What if forgetting a name under pressure isn't a character flaw, but a predictable neuroscience problem? This isn't about having a bad memory. It's about where your brain's attention gets allocated when the social stakes feel high. And once you see the mechanism, you can start to design around it. Let's trace why this happens, and you'll leave here with one immediate, practical starting point. To see why, consider a famous study called the Baker/Baker paradox. Researchers showed people a photograph of a man. One group was told his last name was Baker. The other group was told his occupation was a baker. Later, the group told he was a baker. The job remembered it far more easily than the group told his name was Baker. Both pieces of information are identical words, but one is a concrete concept with associations, ovens, bread, a hat. The other is just a label. When you hear a name under pressure, your brain often treats it like that second, abstract label. It doesn't fail to store it. It often fails to properly encode it in the first place. Here's the glitch. In a high-stakes introduction, your prefrontal cortex, the planner, the social performer, gets hijacked by anxiety. Its priority becomes managing the impression you're making, not transferring that new name from temporary working memory into deeper, long-term storage. So the name isn't lost. It was never properly filed. This is a system problem, not a you problem. And once you see the system, you can start to design a workaround. So the workaround is to design a simple cognitive ritual that bypasses the overwhelmed planner. The moment you hear a name, say it back immediately. Nice to meet you, Sarah. This auditory loop buys you a critical second. Then, link it to one distinct visual feature, Sarah's silver necklace, or the way Alex's glasses catch the light. You're not relying on willpower. You're giving your brain a physical and visual anchor, turning social pressure into a reliable encoding step. Practice this, say, an associate drill. It feels awkward at first, but that's the point. You're rewiring the introduction circuit itself.